morning. I'm Dr. Martin Okawari. I'm the Chief Operations Officer for Edo Specialist Hospital. Before the mandate came, there were some conversations concerning how to operationalize the building, Edo Specialist Hospital. Governor Obaseki gave that mandate to the CUC, who were meant to operationalize and deliver top-class service to the Edo people. By the month of January, February, March, we had actually gotten all the required documents to kick off Edo Specialist Hospital. The documents were reviewed, and by June 2019, the doors of Edo Specialist Hospitals were open for service. As we stand, 2019 June, when our doors were open for services, we started as a daytime service only, being able to offer just 8 hours to 9 hours of service, and then we had to close. And this was essentially because the light situation was quite poor. There was no light in the facility. But come December 2019, we were able to fix that, and then 24-hour services commenced. Now, when we started, we only had the OPD services, outpatient departments, to run. Pharmacy services was equally available, and then the dialysis services was equally available for patients who needed care. Another point to note was that at that time, when the 24-hour services commenced, after fixing of the light, power needed to be deployed to Edo Specialist Hospital so that we could offer the kind of service that are unmatched anywhere in the country, and of course comparable with any global standard anywhere. Now, with other specialties who were willing to take us to the next level, other kind of advanced surgeries like cardiothoracic surgeries, the general surgeries, orthopedic surgeries came on board, and were willing to sign in local consultants who were willing to trade their time and their services at that point in time. And this gave us an opportunity to expand our equipment, and then to expand the facility. So bed space we expanded, equipment we expanded, in addition to those that were already in the facility at the point of inception. And I want to say that we have recorded quite some modest successes in this particular range. Now, with the 24-hour services that had been onboarded, we are now able to go to the next phase, whereby emergency services could be taken heads on, and therefore it gave rise to the intensive care unit, which we now presently have in the facility. Now, with the ICU services, we are able to now take on more specialized care like the neurosurgery services, and but I must say that these things came when we were stretched to the uttermost, and of course other facilities in the state couldn't really provide that kind of care at that point in time. I want to say that the hospital has been able to take on some things that even at the tertiary hospital level, for example, we have total hip replacement surgery have been done here. We've done total knee replacement surgery have been done here. We've even had open cardiothoracic surgeries have been done here, and they have all been successful. Let me quickly go delve into the laboratory services that we have in Edo Specialist Hospital. Now, when we started, we were just one department, where the chemistry and the hematology department were together in one place. But today we have not just the hematology and chemistry services, we have the blood donation services, whereby we are able to take people who are willing to donate blood. Now we have the histopathology laboratory services, and of course we have the medical microbiology services. Our recent addition, as a result of the COVID crisis, we had set up the molecular lab around the year the year 2020, when COVID broke out, and the facility was adjudged to be one of the best facility that met the national standards in the country as at that time. That COVID laboratory is still in existence. However, it has changed or transformed to the molecular laboratory, and we are about doing hepatitis B quantification, hepatitis C quantification, and some other virological services that which we are willing to take on as soon as we begin to get more subscriptions in that particular direction. Now, with the laboratory services that we had, we needed to engage other partners who will be willing to give their time and their own give their own kind of pricing, provided there was a mutual understanding, and that we are willing to do and even do much more. Those specialist hospital boasts of one of the finest radiological services in the state. Most of the equipment are digital, from the ultrasound scan machine to the X-ray machine that we have, and of course the CT scan that we have. The CT scan is just one of the best right now in this region of the South region, where it's a 64 plus slide CT scan machine. Is able to do calcium scoring, is able to do all the spectrum of the cardiology scan that you're looking for. So there's no need for anyone to have to travel outside the state to get this kind of scan. And of course, we have appealed to some of the specialists that there's no need to do your referral outside those states for such cardiac angiography anymore. Now, that is with regards to the radiological services that we have here. It is a department that is growing and is already meeting the needs of the citizens of Edo State. I also want to make mention here that one of the services, which was one of our strongest pillars when we start at inception, which is the dialysis services. There was a need for those who were seeking centers, alternative centers for dialysis, to come to Edo Specialist Hospital. By the time they experienced us, it was a beautiful experience, and they have remained so far. And I want to say it quite clearly here that the dialysis unit in Edo Specialist Hospital has been quite remarkable. We have been able to achieve far and above 200 dialysis sessions within a month, and that is quite a commendable feat. Now, going further, I want to say that this has come about because the kind of staff that we have in Edo Specialist Hospital are people who are quite young, they are energetic, they are quite brave, and they are willing to take on new challenges. And this was the kind of culture that we had from the very beginning that we took during the recruitment exercise. People who will be willing to deploy not just their time as allocated for them, but people who were willing to go the extra mile. And I usually say that the employees of Edo Specialist Hospital, they are willing to go the extra mile just to ensure that the work is done. And that is what has given us the edge in the healthcare space. And we are willing to do more. And thankfully, even during the difficult times or strike periods, we've been able to play our role to ensure that the health system does not collapse totally. Since the inception of the Edo Specialist Hospital, we've enjoyed partnerships and collaboration from other sister institutions, such that we've signed MOUs. Of note is the Edo University Uzaire, where their students come here to have their clinical training and exposure, and that exposure has been quite immense. We've gotten very positive feedbacks from such collaboration. The accreditations have been smooth because of how we have positioned ourselves, and they have continued to subscribe to Edo Specialist Hospital. Other collaborations that we've enjoyed are from the sisters institutions in the state, like the Edo School of Nursing, the Edo School of Health Technology, and from other private institutions like the Benson Dausa University. We enjoy collaborations and partnerships with them. These and many more in the future we are hoping to build upon, because we believe that it's not enough for one person to be a champion in the healthcare space. There's a need for all of us to come together. We believe in this, and that's why we call ourselves a learning organization. We are consistently learning to improve ourselves to be able to give that world-class experience that we boast about in our mission statement. The staff strength of Edo Specialist Hospital has gradually come to about 500 persons, and with this number we are able to fill the gap that is found in the healthcare needs of the Edo citizens as we find it. And with this number of staff, we are able to deliver excellent healthcare services, and we are hoping that we will surely do more.
My name is Lydia Osegale. I'm a patient here at Edu Specialist Hospital. I've been here for about a month now. I had surgery on both legs and I'm recuperating. Well, so far, my experience here, from the nurses' care to the doctors, the healthcare assistants, I could say optimum.
Now, what does the future of Edu Specialist Hospital look like? What are we hoping that we're going to do in the future? We are hoping that in the nearest future, that the neurosurgical units will actually be fully open, because there's a serious need for it. We are looking for that the cardiothoracic unit will be fully open to complement what the tertiary institution in the state is actually doing. We are hoping that we're able to open, be able to do pacemakers here in Edu Specialist Hospital. We are hoping that the orthopedic unit will be able to do what Igbobi Hospital is doing in Lagos State. We are hoping that in the near future that there won't be need for people to go for any diagnostic tests outside Edo State as we are speaking. So we are hoping that with time, the vision of His Excellency to build a healthcare city will actually be actualized, and we are actually pushing in that particular direction. We are hoping that you will join us, you will support us to ensure that the affordable care that we're giving in Edo Specialist Hospital is sustainable, and we believe that as you dream with us, we shall surely get there. Thank you very much.
My name is Professor Ato Ejeri. My mother was admitted here about 3 weeks now. I want to commend the Hospital Management Board for a job well done. Right from the time she was admitted, the service rendered was highly efficient, and I am very happy about that.
I'm a patient relation in Edo Specialist Hospital. In this place, there is lots of good things I will really say about here, because I have been to some other hospitals. Like here, it's really like a 5-star hospital where all the good amenities that the patient needs is in place.